Hey guys, welcome back. Check this out. Dubai is going through a love affair with townhouses and villas. What's the good, the bad, and the ugly with regards to the love affair with townhouses? And what's it going to look like in another 2 to 3 years? I'm not going to predict, but I'm going to give you some excellent food for thought. Now, before we get into the meat of it, show reel first. Alright guys, welcome back. Check this out. I want to tell you a story, right? Pretty much everybody knows at the moment that in Dubai, townhouses prices are climbing up and up and up. Villa prices also, villas have a smaller pool of buyers, so the prices aren't going up that fast, that quickly, as opposed to townhouses. But most of the time, townhouses are going up, right? Especially the last 6 months, as vaccinations have started to pour in, and the world and Dubai is kind of getting over this weird pandemic. But before I tell you about the current story, I want to give you some context. Let's go back to 2017, okay? So this is a client who was exclusively engaged with me. I had a mandate from him to find him the best investment prospect. We had been working on and off for a little while. He took a little break because he needed to get married, and then we were right at the cusp of making a decision. Essentially speaking, the final decision rested between, that's my drawing, a townhouse and an apartment in a very good building by a very good developer. So the final was between the apartment and a townhouse, and it was neck and neck. He was kind of like weighing towards the apartment, but what I said to him, I said, look, client, let's call him Bob, okay? I said, Bob, check this out, okay? When you're building a townhouse in Dubai, essentially speaking, what you need to do is you need to take a large parcel of land, which is like a huge, like it could be like 3, 4, maybe 10, equivalent to 10 football stadiums, right? And then you proceed to build townhouses. Maybe this parcel of land that might be equivalent to about 10, 20 football stadiums, you're gonna fit in about 200 to 300 townhouses. Let's call them TH for short, okay? What is the comparison in terms of 200 to 300 units in an apartment building, okay? What do you need to do? Essentially speaking, you take one plot of land, which is going to be 1/4 or 1/2 the size of a football stadium, and you go upwards and you've got the same 200 to 300 apartments. Now, looking at where Dubai was in 2017, and there was a lot of inventory coming in, I explained to him in about 3 years' time, the inventory or the availability of apartments is going to far outweigh the availability of townhouses, because apartment building, the infrastructure is already built, the road network's already built, the electricity is already built, everything's in place for this 300 apartments to come in. And you know what? Guess what? The parcel next door can also build 200, 300 apartments, and so on. Whereas this, you got to provide the sewerage connection, the electricity connection, the infrastructure, the roads, everything. It takes a lot of time to finish a 200, 300 townhouse project. You could probably do 5 towers and provide about 1,500 apartments in the same time that you can do this. And I explained to him that, look, most likely in 3 years' time, there's going to be less townhouses, which will make your investment more valuable in the 3 to 5 year period. Now, technically, we know that has happened, right? Dubai has overshot in terms of supply on the apartment side, which is what we're seeing townhouse prices go up. Yes, the weird pandemic had a little bit of a part to play in it as well, right? What do I mean? People who had been saving up for a 3-bedroom apartment, all of a sudden when prices came down, a 3-bed apartment was the same price in terms of dollars, okay? So if you can see this, I'll make it a little darker, was the same price as a townhouse, and then the weird pandemic pushed people to try and get a townhouse, okay? Great, good story so far. Now, what happens if you are coming into the market today? Because the prices of townhouses have been going up, you're coming into the market today to buy a townhouse. What happens? Am I okay to tell you that you're a little bit too late? You know, remember my friend bought it in 2017. Today he can probably sell it at a marginal profit, if not an immensely large profit. But if you come into the townhouse market today, you are late, potentially speaking. I'm going to tell you why, and then I'm going to tell you a solution. Why do I feel you might be late? Look, real estate is no different than any other market. It follows the demand and supply curves, okay? This being equilibrium, where the price exactly is in the middle, where buyers are willing to pay and sellers are willing to sell. Essentially speaking, with real estate, the same thing, the demand and supply thing takes place, okay? If demand is higher, right here, let's use black hole here. If demand is higher, positioned here, and supply of a certain townhouse, apartment, gold, Bitcoin is here, guess what? Price is going to be higher, right? If this is price, if I've got it correctly, okay? My economics teacher is not going to like me if I get it wrong. But if supply is higher and demand for a certain thing is lower at that level, price is going to be lower. Okay, all you economics experts can correct me on this, but I'm trying to make the point and I hope you understand. And I want to take you now back to 2008, the Dubai market. And with these three examples, I'm going to help you understand. And this is classic for all over the world, okay? When demand is higher, essentially speaking, more people start jumping in to provide real estate services, real estate apartments, until a time when supply overshoots demand. They meet in the middle, and then supply overshoots demand, and all of a sudden demand, because the demand might even stay the same, but because supply overshoots, price comes down, okay? This is true for real estate across the world, which is why you see cycles. Price goes up, price comes down, price goes up, price comes down, price goes up, price comes down. Now here's something that happened in the Dubai market that you can relate to, okay? In 2008, Dubai Real Estate Regulatory Agency brought out the rental index law, where you could not increase price on a residential property beyond a certain bandwidth, okay? Guess what happened? Because it was initially only applicable to residential properties, or people thought that it was, almost everybody and their grandmother changed the zoning of their plot of land to build offices. Okay, now what happened this was 2008. You want to guess what happened in 2012? We had more offices in the market than there was actual demand, right? So now in 2012, there's more offices. They're also subject to the same rent control, and guess what? Less residential, and then residential prices started going up. 2013, November 27th, Expo 2020 gets announced, okay? Expo 2020 is a big deal. There was going to be a large requirement for what? Hotel rooms. The government encouraged it. They said, look, we've got tons of 5 stars. We want 4 and 3-star hotels in Dubai as well. I still remember back in 2013, 14, there were times where it doesn't matter. I had some guests flying in internationally, and they couldn't find a hotel room, and the only hotel room they could find was in this regular 3.5, 4-star apartment slash hotel place, which was $1,000 a night, right? So what happened? 2020, Expo 2020 is coming to town. Let's all build hotels. Guess where the hotel supply is and where the hotel prices are right now? Per night rate room in Dubai in hotels is lower today compared to 2013 and 2014, simply because supply went up. Same thing happened to schools, right? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry wanted to build a school because Dubai had this extreme demand. What's happened in the last 2-3 years? School supply has overshot the innate organic demand in Dubai. In fact, some schools even send out letters, hey, we're not going to be increasing the fees this year, the tuition fees. We'd like you to stay with us. Obviously, the pandemics hit both of them, but that does not define or rule the bottom fundamentals that demand essentially didn't keep up with supply. Supply overshot. So offices, hotels, linking it back to townhouses. Look, 2017, if you saw this coming, the way pandemic helped you, you're minting money today, okay? Don't expect that to continue. That love affair doesn't go beyond 3 to 4 years. And why do I say that? Check this out. This is critical if you can understand it. There is a development in a very critical area of Dubai. They've got towers, lots of townhouses, and then towers. This is launched, sold. Guess what I know or potentially know about apartments here? The developer is thinking of converting them into townhouses, and the developer is going to win, right? Because the house is always going to win, okay? They've got this demand for townhouses at the moment, they'll probably sell them. But if you are somebody who's buying because 3 years down the road prices are going to be up and up and up, guess what? Could be wrong. What do? Here's the solution. I told you I'm going to give you a solution as well. Your job is to buy value. That's your role. You don't buy a townhouse because the price is going up. You don't sell the townhouse because the price is coming down. You don't buy the apartment. Your job is to define your needs, your investment goals, how much money you'd like to make on a monthly, yearly basis, and then look at all the things as a package, value in terms of price that you're paying per square foot for the property, the location, the developer background, then comes the local economy, the regional economy, quality of the finish, etc., so that once the package is put together, you're purchasing value at the end of the day. So I hope that's given you good food for thought. Hit the like button if you found this video useful, because it does something to the algorithm where others like yourself would be able to find this video. Why keep this knowledge to yourself? Help spread the love. And if you've not pressed the subscribe button, hit it. There's more videos coming your way, and the bell icon. There might be important, crucial information that might help you make good investment decisions. Ciao for now.
Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.